Yo, what's going on everybody? I've been getting so many messages asking for a setup tour, showing you guys how I run all my equipment and how I get my sounds, blah blah blah. So here I am, I'm doing it. I'm going to give you guys the look at what I see and the stuff I'm using to make it happen. And yeah, let's get into it. So if you guys watch my videos, you'll notice that a lot of the time I film in two different locations. So I use this area more so for like editing and just kind of like putting all the videos together. And the other location is more of like for my music recording setup. But I have to be able to move all this stuff from here to there, so I have to keep everything kind of simple and easy to move around. I know I went with a big iMac, but I still move it. I make it work. Alright, first up is my desk. It's a FlexiSpot standing desk. When I record my guitar parts, I like to stand up like I'm actually on stage a little bit. It brings a little bit more energy into it. It keeps me kind of more productive. And it's just a little bit better for my back. I don't have to be hunched over hitting the record button like crazy. So FlexiSpot actually hooked it up for this video. They sent this desk to me for me to try out, and I've been absolutely blown away by the build quality, how easy this thing is to put together, and how much more productive I feel using a desk like this. If you guys want to get your own FlexiSpot desk, you can use my code and get $15 off your purchase. This thing is so worth it. It's literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. Also, this never gets old. Alright, let's take a closer look at the stuff I'm using. I just use a little Scarlett Focusrite, a 4i4. For this setup. I don't need that many inputs here. When I'm over at the other spot, I normally do most of my recording there, so if I want to have the whole band linked up and stuff, this is not the one. I use a bigger one there. And this is actually one of the mixers that I used to use for like my first gigs when I was performing. And down here I don't have my big recording monitors, but I have these. They double as like my gig speakers, and they're also just nice for this little small setup. As far as microphones go, I use a few different ones. The mic that I tend to use the most over at this location is this old little Rode NT1. This was actually my first recording mic. I recorded my first songs on it, and I still use the thing to this day. It's like indestructible. This mic has been through so much, but it still works somehow. So everything stays here in this room except for the iMac and the hard drives and the webcam. Those all come with me to the other location for the recording and everything like that, so I'll show you how they integrate into the other room. Let's hop over to there.
I'm a fucking mess now, but anyone can change. I've been so damn stressed out trying to find my way. You really showed your true colors yesterday. Moving, I'm not sure the price I'll have to pay. So last night I forgot.
Alright, what's going on guys? Here I am at my other location. This is Toaster 2.0. This is the build I've been telling you guys about for the past couple of months. And I'm so happy it's finally pretty much finished. I only have a couple things left to work on. But I decided that if I'm going to do this YouTube thing, if I'm going to go and do it, I have to invest into it and I have to get the right setup. So that's what I did. I broke open my piggy bank, and if only you guys could see how I used to get these videos done and the stuff I was doing to make them, it was really brutal. Like, it was actually a toaster and like it was a potato of a computer. But now, we got the big boy. Alright, so this right here is my big boy iMac. I'll put all the specs in the description for you guys that are interested in that type of thing. But it's been really amazing. I love using it. This monitor over here is just something cheap. It's just a cheap little gaming monitor I found on Amazon. Gets the job done. I use it really mainly for like just for PlayStation and to read chat, basically when I'm live streaming. Then underneath I've got an interface that goes to my PlayStation, and then I have another interface, a Scarlett 18i20. The thing's amazing. It's a total beast of an interface. I've been using it for everything. I can record the entire band through it, so it's been great. My monitors are just Yamaha HS8s. They crank. I've got the subwoofer and everything. I got them used. They rock. Underneath I just have a couple of hard drives. And then my Stream Deck. This thing is one of the coolest things I've ever bought. It allows me to do pretty much whatever I want it to. It's so fun. It makes the stream so much more interactive, and even like the recordings. So I've been having a great time using that. Alright, and then this is my iPad. I actually bought this thing at the beginning of the quarantine because I upgraded to a digital rig for my band when we played live. Obviously I didn't get to use it for that, but originally this was just the controller for all that stuff. So now I just use it as like an extra monitor when I need it, and to watch YouTube videos basically. Alright, then this is my mic. It's an Audio Technica AT4033. I love this thing. It's probably one of the best mics you can get for the price, and I love that it has a little 10 decibel roll-off pad on the back. So when you're doing a lot of like the screamy rock stuff, it tracks it really well. But this thing's a total beast. Eventually I'll get a better mic mount for the desk, but for now I use this and a little clamp to hold it in. It's efficient. It gets the job done. Alright, my webcam I actually just got pretty recently. It's a Logitech Brio. The thing can shoot in 4K, I think at 60 frames per second. It's really crazy. It's been a huge jump up from the crappy, the camera that just comes with the Mac. but it really works. It works wonders, and I love this camera so much. Alright, then down here we have like a little keyboard tray. It just keeps some guitar picks and the controllers for the lighting in the room. I'm going to go through a couple of the questions that you guys sent me, and let's see what we've got. Our first question comes from Instagram from Trevor_Beach. He says, how long did you play music and sing for? I've been playing guitar almost since I was a baby. My dad played guitar too, so when I came home from the hospital from being born, he kind of just put a guitar in my hand and said, son, you do this now. And I said, okay. But honestly, I didn't take it seriously until I was like 11 years old, like 5th grade. I started really grinding it. And so I guess since how old am I now? Well, we're 23, right? So 11 or 12 years of playing guitar, and then I started singing a little bit later once I was like 14. Alright, this one comes from Gotham Silva. He says, are you a Berkeley graduate? Any advice for music producers? Best wishes for you. Thank you for the best wishes. I did not graduate from Berkeley. I went there for 1 year, and I went to a lot of their summer programs during high school, so it was a good time, but I just wasn't a school person. Any advice for music producers? I'd say just learn by watching other producers. I wouldn't even say I'm a very good producer yet, but I learned everything I know just by watching my friends and mentors that are amazing producers do their thing. And I just sit back and watch and try to replicate. Alright, Potato Raider wants to know, I know it's hard, but what is your favorite guitar? Man, that is a really hard question. If I had to survive with only 3, I would pick these, okay? So this guitar right here, just because it's the most sentimental thing that I have. This is the guitar that I learned how to play the guitar on. This was my first big boy guitar, and her name is Bessie. She's great. This one right here is really special to me. Me and my dad kind of just threw this together. The neck was built for me custom by a guy named Chris Woods. It's my lightsaber. This thing's been on the road with me. It's done a lot of crazy things. It's been through a lot, and it's a shred machine. I love it. Its name's Roxy, by the way. And then this guitar, actually, technically this guitar is my dad's guitar. Somebody gave this to my dad, but he doesn't really play it that much, so I've kind of just claimed it as my own. And this is a guitar I actually use for most of my recording. It's a David Gilmour Strat. I don't normally like signature guitars, but it has like this thing, so you can use this pickup and that pickup at the same time. It sounds good, and yeah, I played my entire EP with this guitar. So. This one comes from YouTube from Sapper Beagle. What up? This is a really in-depth question. I'm going to kind of shorten it down a little bit just for time's sake, but essentially he's asking what are the best ways that the fans can support you and your content, and pretty much like what's your game plan for the channel. So the best ways you guys can support me is stream my music on Spotify. My end goal is just to keep getting my music out there as much as possible. That was why I started the Omegle videos in the first place. I just wanted to play my music for people. You can also come in my live streams and donate. That's always a huge help to me. I really don't make any money off of my YouTube videos. I get copyright strike like crazy, and the record labels take all my money. So getting that those donations really make a big difference. My game plan for the channel in the future is to keep posting this variety of content, but I don't want to get stuck in like that hole that I see a lot of other YouTubers get stuck in, where they're only like they're one type of YouTuber. I still want to do a little bit of everything, and I don't want to forget that I'm an artist along the way, but I still want to make everybody else laugh and have a good time while I'm doing it. Alright, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little setup tour video and got a little inside look at what I see and how I kind of make this stuff work. I wouldn't have half of this stuff if it weren't for you guys watching my videos, supporting the channel. It really goes a long way. You guys have been changing my life these past couple of months, and I'm sure I'm going to keep upgrading all this stuff more and more. But yeah, this is it. I hope you liked it. I'm going to keep on cranking out this content for you guys, and I'll see you later.